the most unorthodox mistakes for a team that is truly very experienced. Now, Hooch is a great coach. NickelBack knows what he's doing. So it just confuses me, Mike, because I've seen Entropiq play much cleaner CS, and I don't know what has happened over the last few months, but as the moment they got eliminated from that RMR, it seemed to go a little bit off a cliff. So I don't know. This series been up and down in that respect, but I just pray for my check back boys that indeed get it together here on Dust2.
I mean, it does feel like maybe we're coming to the end of the season, right? For these two teams, it's probably the last thing that they're doing before the player break. There might be an element of burnout, might be an element of just needing to take a pause. They've played a lot of CS over the last 6 months, right? It's a packed calendar, a packed schedule. So perhaps that bringing some of the sloppiness in. But if that's the case, you got to dig deep. You got to find a little bit more here, so you can get yourself a nice spot at ESL Challenger Melbourne coming out of the player break. Nice way to kick things off for your season. That's what they're going to be hoping for.
Would be nice. Elian 2-on-2 setup. He's just trying to grab this mid information. Bit of a peek. Can't connect, but no harm, no foul. Decides to dip into CT spawn. Tells his teammates, I've seen a few in mid. Why don't you come and help? And Mir's made his way over.
He's going to back off. He's going to make his way back off. Okay, interesting. So they've been allowed up catwalk. They've got all 5 here. It's just going to be an explode on towards site. They've got smokes. They've got flashes for this, and here it comes. Pressure on Alien. Early on, he delivered him the pistol on the last map. See if he can do it here. Yes, he can. 2 big kills. He's dropped, but still, that should allow a bomb plant, but it gives his team the advantage in the retake, and they're already fast up catwalk. They're not wasting any time on this. Mirror wants to get on it, and he's done so. Lucky. Gets that bomb down just in the nick of time, but they're not going to have catwalk to defend from, which is how this setup is supposed to work. They just have to deal with blocks, and they will be able to do no such thing. Lightning fast retake here from Entropiq, and that pistol round is secure.
Great kills from Mir as well at the end. That's going to help. On plant though, does come in, so he could consider the force buy. Couple Galils in the mix, perhaps. We await to see their economic decision. Indeed, it is. Galils on deck, and they've decided we don't want to waste any time. We know that Entropiq have struggled versus lower buys consistently in this series, so why not force? Lightning will strike again, surely.
Surely. That's how the saying goes, right?
Exactly.
Lightning always strikes twice. It goes for revenge. Mir strikes repeatedly with no mercy. Body blows. And he's got mid. Pushed all the way through. Why not? Just keep going. He's in your house. He's on your flank. He's ready to take your site. Smokes should allow for the cross. NickelBack's nade nearly takes XSCC out. That spam will indeed. The bomb has crossed. These HEs are chewing them up though. This time the question is, will they even be allowed the chance to plant? Forrester boosted up, catches one. Bomb fortunately hasn't been lost just yet. With NickelBack's position, they are still in a really tough spot. And now they're just being whittled away, peeled off. No plant there, not even significant damage. Krad, the only casualty.
Okay. Okay. Entropiq, strong start. Really strong stuff. Looking good. And this has to be an eco. No chance. A couple of nades would be nice to try and cover ground. Deagle out from exercise. So yeah. Entropiq, they'll be sitting pretty right now. They'll be happy with how this is going. And Elian, as we've mentioned, we'd love to see him get into the game, and what could give you more confidence, Mike, than tapping down the ecoing players? Everyone loves that.
Love a tasty eek. Many eeks. Many available. And only one of them actually goes to the SMG, so Krad gets a little pit and some money on the end. Excess $600 dues. But Entropiq, this is a very nice start, right? They got the feet under them very comfortably. The op's not out yet. It could be, but it's not. They'll have a buy in the tank. They'll have full utility. Kits, whatever they could possibly want. Only got the one kit now. Would like to see them pick up the second, especially considering the kit's on mirror. They're not going to do it. Okay. The thing about having your only kit be on mirror is mirror likes to go places. He doesn't like to stay put. And sometimes those places are T-spawn.
Man's got to do what a man's got to do. That's all I'm going to say. 2-1-2 setup. Elian finds a kill up mid, all the way into suicide, but traded for his trouble, and that leaves a big gap in the middle of the map. So hard to rotate. And he should be aware the B still probably has 2 players, so even though they're posturing at the moment, this could be a mistake. A is definitely the weaker side at the moment.
Okay, timing on that mirror right before the smoke blooms. Catches a very important kill to keep the advantage in their favor. Now they know where mirror is. They might want to try and avoid it. It does seem like that's going to be the case. They're working a player in towards spawn. This is a cheeky play. Djoko's in CT spawn. Don't know that they would have expected it, but the nade onto Afro is deadly. I think that was a nade at least. There's no way they read Djoko here. There's no way, right? Mir checks it. The awareness on him. And Forrester is able to follow that up. And no, he gets more. This might... Oh, he's not going to do it. I was going to say, for Afro, this might literally have been a bomb plant if he just ran in towards B. But he won't try his luck. He's instead just going to go for a save. And try and keep this up in the next. He did not read that because Mir and Forrester were both fighting into CT. He actually had the foot race for a bomb plant.
Yeah, I can't blame him. Can't blame him, but it didn't change the fact that this has been a very flat start. Very, very flat. 5 kills in 4 rounds. We're heading into round number 5 now. Forrester yet to die, as is NickelBack. Mir 5-1, Elian 5-2. Of course, there's still a long way to go on Dust2. But this is starting to scare me a little in terms of having a competitive match, because Entropiq are really feeding off that momentum that they gained on the end of Overpass.
Okay, Afro just trying to make that off work. Fly through the util, and well, he didn't. He did. Ob can at least be retrieved, but now Mira wants to push because of course he does. Oh, the boosted too. This smoke fade, he's gonna kill everybody. This could be so deadly. He's got to. Oh, just Mir things. Pick up the op, why not? Get a tag as well, and it's all over. Mir has completely dismantled everything you could possibly want. Is he rifling? Is he opping? Is he using the USP? It doesn't matter. What does matter is that Entropiq have 5. And they've barely died. NickelBack hasn't died. Forrester hasn't died. Mir's died once. Their money is out of control already. And we're only 5 rounds in.
Yeah, he averaging a kill a round at the moment. That is not ideal. Timeout comes in as Afro money's still a little bit worse for wear. Discuss this buy and what they're going to change. Taking a look at the spawns. Body spawn is good, but he doesn't have a lot of help, so I don't think they'll be taking long, which would have been a nice adjustment. So probably still looking towards the defaults, and that's where there's been trouble, hasn't it? They've consistently lost the opening pick, and it's been so hard to split these sites when the individuals are hitting like this for Entropiq.
I'm expiring here. Let's see if HEET have found any answers in our break. Survey says hit B fast as well. It's only Mir here, and he's out of bullets. Doodle agrees. So he gets run down, perhaps not expecting the now lighter magazine of the A1S. That's the site lost. The bomb's trying to transition. They've got to smoke up on doors, so they better do it now. Molotov's a little deep. Forrester is past it. Forrester? No one's watching this. No one's watching this. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not where I expected the first kill to come through, but now it's on to XRCs. He's now focused in on the window! And he's just done enough. His strong form carrying over from overpass, and NickelBack on his lonesome, surrounded and hemmed and dropped down.
When in doubt, rush B. Simple as that.
When in doubt, rush B. Ain't that a life philosophy? Especially on Dust2.
It's like if it's all going wrong, just absolutely send it. Just group up and risk it all.
I think that's actually just life advice too.
Yeah.
Just group up with your homies. And full set. Here we go. They're going to do it again. This time they got the pick down mid as well, so that makes it even better. I don't even have to worry about Mir. Yes, maybe Alien gets a kill on the periphery, but this bomb's down. He can't really attempt this retake in a 3v4 with players out of position. This round is over. Provided they don't fight him. They're setting up for exits, I suppose, or Entropiq. They still do have some cash to burn through. So exits aren't the worst idea in the world, but I mean, they're not postured to even be able to attempt this retake, and they're not going to.
Yeah, these guys can actually save car. If they wanted to do that. Gonna send the Mac Daddy through. Ooh, nice lineup. Nice lineup. Couple frags for Krad. Dive for trouble. So HEET get up to 2 and fair amount of cash in the bank as well. So yeah, they are looking a little bit better. And hit B. Hit B. That's all you need to do. Go B.
Just go B.
Yeah.
Did they do it a third time? I've actually got decent spawns for it. No. Maybe? Big tunnels. A lot of utility could be spent for Entropiq this time, right? Molly comes down 2 nades immediately. They're like, you're not doing this again. You're not doing this again. And instead, Alien is going to get the opening pick from Catwalk. We talked about the fact that he needed to step up on this map, and he's delivering early. 8-3 to this point. That op is deadly. It's doing a lot of work in terms of finding early tags, in terms of finding early frags as well. And he's posted up here and towards mid. The hinge smoke's going to come through. Afro wants to peek ahead of it. Oh, it works! That was looking risky with the slow peek in, but he's got it. The left eye as well. It's a tricky one. But he does have it. Now pressure on a NickelBack. He's got a player out towards long, but they can't really support. Krad cannot. So as this pressure comes in, it's all about NickelBack. That nade is so chunky. They are damaged up. They're softened. And NickelBack's worked his way into Goose, and now Forrester's here in the nick of time. NickelBack drops the bomb, another as well. It's all unlucky. 40 seconds to play out, but it might be about damage here, and NickelBack will allow none of that.
Worth mentioning as well, wasn't it? The NickelBack far from had the best start of this series, so it's nice to see him spooled up in good shape, because we know that NickelBack is quite capable as an individual despite being an in-game leader, so that is nice to see. Coffers drained as he invests into this one, and Entropiq, a little bit of a slip up for a couple of rounds, but they're right back in this. 6-2. CD size looking great. Right players are activated. This is still on track to be a great half for them.
That it is. This would be a big round. I mean, really for either side, right? No one's economy is built. Momentum's clearly in favor of Entropiq, but if you eliminate everybody here, suddenly the game is wide open. Spent. They're showing a lot over towards B, but that just draws out util. This looks like it wants to be a split. The mollies have slowed them. Interesting nade. Couple of smokes. Here comes the hit on through. NickelBack going aggressive ahead of it. sets this up beautifully. And then Elian follows it up, just playing the angle. Pressure on in towards B, but they've got a good setup for it. They take the first. Forrester goes to the sidearm, and it's all falling apart. Afro alone with no health. He might even just try and save this off, and indeed that's what's going to happen. So this is Entropiq now with all the momentum in their favor, with the money working for them, with pressure on to this Heat side. And Afro is dead one way or another. No op save through, nothing to do with it. A 5-round lead, the money in the toilet for Heat.
What a time for Entropiq to really come into form. This is, for me, the best Counter-Strike they played in this series. It's very clinical. There's so few mistakes. And I do wonder if that short break between Overpass and Dust2, a few conversations about, guys, we're putting ourselves in so many good positions. We're getting so many opening kills. We're just letting it slip. And that hasn't been the case here on Dust2. There hasn't been a round where they've got up numbers and lost it. So far, so good. And Entropiq looking like their old selves here on the dusty streets.
What's this solution here? Hey guys, if we could just win one of those pistol rounds again, that'd be chill. That thing we did on Overpass? Why not here? Why not here? Okay. Alright. Okay. Opening pick, signed, sealed, delivered. Here's a gift, Krad. I guess if he was more blind from that flashbang, maybe that works out. But I think they're just going to flash their way out on towards B now, and it may have similar results. Okay, well, that round's done. No eco magic here.
It's still the case, though, isn't it, that despite winning 2 rounds, Heat, in terms of the fragging department, are so far off, aren't they? Look at Forrester 12-3, Mir 11-3, Elian 9-4. I mean, goes on and on. They're not winning duels, let alone being in a position to strategically get ahead. This is starting to get concerning. Can still be recovered. CD side is definitely stronger on Dust2, but it's been so flat of late. And right now, I have no expectation for this trend to change.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Oh, okay. All right. Look, he did get dinked, but he did get killed. Djoko was left elsewhere. What did Djoko actually die? In long doors? Oh, he did. Okay. Elian. Ready to police here. Meanwhile, his teammates are clearing in towards tunnels, and NickelBack finds that kill. This is the way Entropiq is supposed to be working. Everybody's on point. It's like the mirror image of what we had on Overpass, where even when they were actually winning in the rounds, they still didn't have players positive, and it was kind of wild to think about. Now, everybody's popping off. Everybody's putting in work. And Mir, as Mir is wont to do, is in your spawn. Play. Lian drop. That could actually cause problems here. Mir will find body. How was that AK first shot not a kill? I think Mir questioned that a little bit. But it's all into Afro. Smoke. Oh, almost on. What that would have done. What that would have done for this team. But no, Mir out towards long. We'll finish it. We'll polish him off. And it is going to be Entropiq continuing the onslaught, continuing their run of rounds. Now they're 4th in a row, if I'm not mistaken. It's looking pretty dang good here on Dust2.
It is, and another trend is this lack of bomb plants is just completely thwarting, you know, Heat's opportunities to get repeated buys, drain the economy. It's just been this constant ebb and flow between unsuccessful gun rounds into the half buys and so on and so on. Of course, in this case, with the money, there wasn't really a choice. but these haven't paid off so well thus far. Plenty of utility, and they'll have to do a better job of placing it if they want this to work. And given how they're posturing, Mike, it looks like it's going to be B. And with Elian so close by, you're running into a lot of numbers.
Nice nade damage early. Just chip down these techs. Oh, man. It's just one after another. The utility damage in this round is off the charts. Entropiq having some fun with it. And while a kill hasn't come through yet, he feeling kind of brittle. There's the first kill. That's the bomb drop. You're a madman for sticking around. But he does. And now, actually, this could be bad. If Forrester drops, it's a bomb plant. Forrester knows he needs to stay alive. That spray's ugly, but he does eventually finish it. He does eventually close things out. Now it's just 2 remaining players. That bomb is being forced to dirt. That would be a win, frankly, if they could actually get it. Djoko does, but there shouldn't be much more. Afro limping, and he is put down.
Oh, 4 alive, 4 alive. No doubt now that Entropiq are going to fight all the way through the remainder of this half. Can do whatever they like. Double AWPs if desired. Doesn't look like it's the case. They're going to stick with the 4 rifles. Elian has been doing a lot of work, but I think riflers, Forrester, Mir. Mir is a name that in the past has been so monstrous. When this lineup was announced, I said it off camera, but I do think this is a world-class team of players on Entropiq, and it's in games like this where you can see where this team can really make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it does make a pretty good case for it. Fast play in, they're going to go back for this deep-bop. It's worked, and it works here. Mir, though, does drop the bomb. Puts in a pretty exposed angle. He's low, but that's not going to cow him because it's Mir. He is going to be dead to Lucky, though, so... no Mir things in this round, and with a 3v4, even with the money being as ridiculously good as it is for Entropiq, they might just play the exits, try and keep the players hemmed in, try and keep them exploding.
Bomb dwindles down. Where the HEET decide they want to exit this one, there's no chance here of actually pulling off this retake, but they should take a lot of numbers. 2 left. They escape from the mid side. And he make it up to 3, so... Have all of their rounds come on B? I think it might have. And it's
all 3.
always been the simmer. So what's happening is that Entropiq are basically starting 3-1-1, where the B rotator starts a lot mid, and you leave the anchor on his own, and they're just rushing in and facing that anchor going through the Molotov. And I'm a little perplexed that Entropiq may have not adjusted, because it does seem a bit of boy who cried wolf if this keeps working.
They did do it a couple times. Now this is going to be the same thing, right? 3 players in, they got that pick on the cross. Now they throw a ton of utility. It's in towards lower, though. We saw this approach once before. They shifted up. Is this the mid-split? Do they have a smoke for it? They do. Oh, here's the check. Elliot needs to get these kills quickly. Cavalry can come, but he needs to stay alive in order to do so, and now he's burning. He's down for the count. That's a huge one to find. They can split in towards B. It's all on Mir. As I know, Mir has been the boogeyman, but they readjust. They really do. They're going to come back for this B play. And Afro, what a shot. So now this is going to be 2 chained in a row for HEET again. It's actually almost a complete mirror of their last 2. Right? They win the first round by just going for a straightforward B play. They win the second by doing the same thing, the pick down mid, and then the play in towards B again. It's almost eerie. Didn't work a 3rd time last time. They choose to do this. That kill on NickelBack is actually entirely meaningless. But it is cool. So, style points?
Something like that. Something like that, and I am a tiny bit perplexed as to why Entropiq aren't nading the cross or something. Because, I don't know, I'm getting a bit of deja vu with some of these rounds. They're very, very similar to how they're playing out. Double AWP on the T side. If we got a couple of spawns here, Body facing down mid, whilst Afro is hightailing it towards B instead. With that AWP. B pressure comes out. Elian swings off thinking nobody's about. And he gets punished. Man advantage now for Heat, and they would love to make this 5.
That they would. That they really would. Forrester though has brought back the numbers. Body just getting caught out. He tried to slow this way down. And in doing so, they've given up the advantage. They have this position in catwalk. They've actually been given long, which at some point XSEs will realize. The question is who gets this first pick as they come around cat. Krad flash through. He's got one. That's probably enough. Some information gained. Maybe makes life easier for NickelBack in towards Goose, especially as the mollies do not find him. Mir's going to be on the flank. They've got to get this take going quickly, otherwise Mir will be at their back. XSEs a huge kill to let off some pressure. Now it's all about Mir, and Mir strikes. But it's all going to have to be Mir. The bomb now down, ticking away. His position known. The element of surprise lost. On 2 to deal with, 2 positions to clear. Here's the check, here's the taps. They're trying to make him uncomfortable. They're succeeding. He's readjusting, but he's found one. Not the second. Afro will just about save them. 5 rounds on the board, but a big hill to climb as we head to the half.
Like a promise in the wind. Will you find the rainbow end? Can you keep the pace, my friend? Running down the road, running down the road, following a shooting star in the fast lane. We're looking for satisfaction. We're looking for bigger action. And the world is spinning round and round in the fast lane. We're looking for satisfaction. We're on the chain reaction. And the world is spinning round and round in the fast lane. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. All days, all you had. Go on, don't turn around. Welcome to a brave new world. Around the way you found. Running down the road, running down the road, running down the road, running down the road, following a shooting star in the fast lane. We're looking for satisfaction. We're looking for bigger action. And the world is spinning round and round in the fast lane. We're looking for satisfaction. We're on the chain reaction. And the world is spinning around and round in the fast lane. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Always thought I could walk through fire, blow up the
5 rounds is the lead for Entropiq. Only one thing really working for HEET in that first half, and the thing that was working, rushing B. Now, Entropiq might have some B rushes of their own, but for now it's going to be long out on the pistol round, and they've gained it for free. No contest from HEET. They're playing back on the car on the back of sight.
Smokes for the cross ready to go. They're on NickelBack and Krad, and as you mentioned, Exercise is going to take contact, and it's all about Afro. This round is all about Afro. He's got to do damage, and a big factor could be he's got some flash. He's
not to get a chance to peek.
Oh
It's just going to spam him down. They know this strat. They're like, why haven't we seen anyone yet? It's a car strat. Now the fight's coming through. Player out in the open. This gets messy. There's 2 in the car now. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. They backed away. Not looking so good health-wise. But NickelBack will get that bomb out of the pit. Just can they retrieve it? This is getting very awkward indeed. They need to get that bomb. The car player can punish them for it. This has gotten a little bit slapstick. Forrester, is he going to find Lucky? That would help. But again, they don't even have the bomb. The smoke just had to be spent to get it. They're backing away. Killing Lucky relieves the pressure. They can just leave. They can just leave. They don't have to go towards A. They can go B. But they're up catwalk instead, and these footsteps should be heard. Afro with the info is going to bring his teammate back over. Djoko and Afro will both be fighting here at a disadvantage. They don't have the high ground. But Djoko will attempt to jump on over anyway. And he won't quite succeed. It turns out the high ground is a bit of a help.
Indeed. And that car is looking a bit like Swiss cheese at the moment. How many shots that took.
Speed holes.
How on earth did Afro live after those initial tags?
There's a that I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you about an old episode of The Simpsons.
Okay.
Where Homer is filling in as Krusty the Clown because Krusty has a mob hit put out on him for gambling debts, and so they're constantly trying to assassinate Homer because they think he's Krusty, and they keep messing it up. There's one point where he's buying a new car. He's buying like a sports car because he has all the Krusty money now. And he turns around and then turns back, and there's suddenly it's full of holes because they've just tried to kill Homer and just pumped it full of holes. He goes, "Oh, what are these?" The dealer just says, "Those are speed holes. It makes the car go faster." I don't know why that moment has stuck with me, but it has. Djoko has just pumped some speed holes into NickelBack and Mir, and while they may go faster, they will not be going fast into this round. This is a problem now. HEET, once again, making one of these improbable rounds, one of these rounds without armor. Very, very interesting. And despite there being no one on B, and Krad now realizing it, Ilian and Forrester are still advancing up catwalk. And now there's no one on A either. Oh, put the knife away. Put the knife away, Bonnie. What are you doing? Oh, he still gets the kill! Ilian! Oh, no! No armor! The pistols! Again! That's what undoes Entropiq, a round they never should have been in!
Oh, I'm having a meltdown. I'm having an absolute meltdown.
Too.
It just can't keep happening. And it happens again and again. And they had the B bomb site. I just can't do this. I can't do this.
Neither can NickelBack. It's just been opted on down. I mean, this is literally the round that gets HEET back in, right? Entropiq had them by the throats. This should have been a 12-5 scoreline. This should have been a dire situation for HEET, and now instead, it's been completely flipped on its head. And with this being a force buy back in from Entropiq, if they can't convert this, and it's not looking good, then they are really in some trouble. Unarmored pistols, man. The greatest kryptonite. Run boost up. Ooh, Afro doesn't quite hit that. But he will hit the next. That drops the bomb open. Body can feast. The bomb actually got dropped down into CT as well, so that really stinks. Alien almost makes it work. But it is still a HEET round.
Well, well, well. Heat set to make it 8. And Entropiq, more time to stew in how on earth they've thrown it away. It's been a series of perplexing anti-ecos and force buys. And kind of an existence style eco here, isn't it? Yeah. That's a callback. Sit back, discuss the next round because you have no chance here.
Feels that way. Although, hey, maybe Entropiq should try and steal a little bit of Heat special sauce. And somehow make a Glock round work. Oh, they're playing a little footy. We got the ball. Good dribbling. Good passing. Good spacing. Elian on a breakaway. Oh, he's fluffed it. Recovers. Recovers. Where's he trying to take it? Puts it in the air and into the corner. Into the corner. Well, I don't know if that's quite the nifty bit of control we were looking for before.
Listen, the World Cup's coming up. They're just you know, getting us warm. Bit of a teaser.
There you go. He's executed. Alien is a little bit late because he was trying to get the ball. And so he'll be late to death. A 4K for Djoko. Nice little stat patter there. Why not?
So they were sat back in spawn. They're hoping nades were burned, and he didn't burn any. So we just lost 45 seconds of our lives for no reason.
Fair.
Just always look on the bright side, bro, you know?
Yeah. 45 seconds closer to the grave. I call you Alan the Optimist.
That's me. It's just old age, bro. All the hope and dream just gets sucked out of you. Crushed.
Yeah. If you're old age, what am I?
1 foot in the grave.
Ah, boy. Entropiq, a little slower on this one. Hesitant. Is that a hinge smoke? I think that was a hinge smoke. Was that the Zaiwu hinge smoke? Did it land? Did he get it right? He did! Nicely done. Impressive bit of util work. They are being given catwalk for free. It'll be Djoko who's got the responsibility for watching this. Where's the op? The op's in backside B. So this is actually interesting because previously they've had the challenge Afro when they want to take this angle, and that's not going to be the case here. But they
Really
don't have...
slow. This is so slow.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's happened. The wind is out of their sails. Those first few go-rounds were so quick on the second half. Oh, they are grouped on cap. Couple smokes ready to bloom. And we're looking at Afro. And he's in the other side of the map. Instead, it's actually Djoko this side. Djoko needs to do work here from the A-bomb site. Afro catches the lurker. Is this meant to be a fake? This is so disjointed. These players are so spread apart. Djoko tanks the molly. Gets traded in the end. Elian loves a good scout shot. And somehow, despite the carnage, we're in a 3-on-3.
2 seconds to spare. They will get the bomb down. So that's something. No, yeah, you're absolutely right. This 3-on-3 is viable. Nice check from Mir. Doesn't get the second. Doesn't get the second, so this is still in the realm of possibility, but Xerxes is so low, and into the fray he goes. Great round from Ilya. That first scout shot that he hits on the player playing on the edge of the smoke, that's necessary. If he doesn't find it, I don't know what happens. The player slips back in, dances around the site, slows them way down, the reinforcements getting closer. That's such an impact frag. Heat's going to go to the double op. Lucky picking up the secondary. Interesting. I assume this means that Lucky's going to be anchoring. Oh no, he's going for aggression. What is this? What is this? I thought they'd play this because they wanted Lucky to anchor B and free up Afro to move around. And, well, to be fair, Afro is moving around. But Lucky is far from anchoring right now, Alan.
And that's for certain, but Forrester communicates to his teammates, guys, I've got long. I've seen absolutely nothing. Those players have to be somewhere, and it's got to be mid. It's got to be mid. They might not expect tunnels to be so exposed. But this is really good mid-rounding from Entropiq. They are taking the path of least resistance right now.
Ooh. Nice shot there for Lucky. And now so much information. Yes, Entropiq has the path of least resistance, but that's about to change. It's about to become the thorny path. Path of pain. If you're a Hollow Knight fan. Already gotten up the ramp, though. This could get messy. Forrester. Big opener in the second as well. Forrester on point once more, as he always is. Stacks up his third, and that'll determine it. They're backing away. Heat wants no part of this. Entropiq have won the round off of Forrester's broad shoulders.
Monstrous frags, and as a little bit of a callback, Pro League Season 15 on the desk.
Okay.
I argued that Forrester was Entropiq's best player.
Mm-hmm.
Maui argued it was Elian. And all I'm going to say is clip these rounds and send them to Maui, because he's wrong.
All right. All right. Big round went to take, though. There should still be enough money to make a buy work out for Heat without too much issue, especially saving the AWP. Don't know that they'll go back to the double, but certainly the one. But Entropiq, if they get one more here, right? This is now one of those big swing rounds that we talk about. One more round, you've cracked the CT side, and you could just stroll on through to the dub. And that's why the timeout's coming out. Heat recognizes the importance of this.
Yeah, buys a
Plugging
little bit
things down.
tricky as well, because they need to fumble these guns around. But yeah, you're right. You're right. That was perplexing how that all unfolded with Forrester's kills. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it's almost certain that Heat were not on the same page with that sort of setup. And they played into mid. It's a nice piece of aggression, but Entropiq knew exactly what was up. So maybe a little bit more masking, you know, show a bit more long and then do your mid aggression. Maybe that is what's required. We'll see what Heat come out of this timeout with, but they are hard committed to this double AWP. They clearly think this is the way to go.
Elian lining up that hinge smoke. Just doing it for style points now. I don't even know if they can take catwalk. He just wants to show he can. Very far back from Heat. We're not seeing any of that aggression, right? Last round, it was the aggression towards tunnels. This time, not so much.
Yeah, it's almost like they've overcompensated, thinking the mistake was not holding long when it was really not having any presence at all. So they're super passive here. They're just relying on these deep lines. Afro AWP towards ramp. He's actually posted on mid right now. And Lucky equally, he's towards the B window posted on mid. So AWP's yet to be activated. Map control coming through. And actually only 2 smokes remaining for Entropiq. 35 seconds. They need to execute. And with these players committed A, one's on Goose. If they run up catwalk, this could be a disastrous attack.
Oh, body. The spam there is great. Just playing the corner of catwalk. NickelBack is up, but his players are isolated from him. It's a little bit disjointed. Here's going to come the player out. Afro catches Elian getting out of the smoke. And it's falling apart. It's starting to get really messy here. NickelBack so low, and Mir found towards mid. Might have been their last real trick to pull out this one. Time is short. Unfortunately for Krad, he will die before that timer runs out. But that was a chance for Entropiq to put Heat away, and it's a chance that they have missed.
How many times have we said that in this series? One
True.
team looks on the brink of almost sailing to a map victory. Of course, that was the case for Heat. Map 2, we thought the series done and dusted. Entropiq are out of it, and they clawed their way back, and for whatever reason, come the 13th, 14th rounds, whoever's in the lead seems to stumble. And as you mentioned, the economy is just non-existent. Full eco, 1 P250, any frags here would be a result.
3 on down. Djoko gets overrun. Uh-oh. This actually opens up B quite a bit. There is a flank on from tunnels, but now Afro's fallen. What is happening here? Uh-oh. Bomb gonna be planted. They can't deny that. So a bomb plant's already found, and this is, once again, a very messy full eco. Guns can't quite be retrieved, but Body has taken some damage. He has to reload. Let a teammate back in, and NickelBack's still in mid. He's holding Lucky at bay. Lucky's been dropped. That's an op now found. It's all falling out of whack here, Alan. It's all getting out of control. It's all getting a bit wild and weird, and time is expiring. It's all at Exorcise. A 1v1, but the op's now been retrieved for NickelBack, and Exorcise is in full panic. Here's the check, here's the spam, and there's the round. Entropiq with just the pistols, no armor. HEET got away with 2 of these themselves, and now they've run into the car crash. Revenge is a dish best served cold.
I've never seen anything like this.
It's the third of the series.
You're lucky if you see one of those a month. And... oh, God. Last time out comes out from HEET. And... how deflating must this be? You pull off the crazy round. You pull off the upset. You start to claw yourselves back into this map when it looked all she wrote. And then you lose to that round. You lose all your cash. How do you come back from that? How do you come back from that? And if they can't, they're out of the tournament.
Looking like that might be the case. Here's the round. Show us what you're made of. Show us the rally. Show us the mental. That's a good way to start it. Afro, he's not done. He's going forward. He's fighting in towards lower. And is he going to get this pick? He's about to have it. A fight against Mir. Right on the other side. Meanwhile, this long engagement is going on. Here we'll wait, at least for the moment. Who's going to flinch first? Who's going to blink? It's Afro. He's backed off of it. And of course, knowing Mir, this might just be the timing he needs. No. No, wait. A lurker. Patient in his play, at least for the moment. Instead, we're going to get a push in here. Oh, the doors. It's been spotted. The kill goes the way of Exorcise, and he's able to survive. Somehow, some way, he stays alive in that fight. There's a hail of bullets, a cacophony. Mir has once again found the timing. Afro will be a dead man here, and indeed he is, eventually. Brought low. That opens up mid a little bit. Mir trying to fill the gap, trying to press on throughs, caught by Djoko, fumbling with a nade, and now a crossfire is established. There's only one smoke as well, so they can't completely lock out Body here. Never mind, a second was retrieved. They do make it work. Molotov in as well. It's going to have to be Djoko. They're getting close. They're trying to do a boost of their own, so a 1-for-1 trade. A fly through the smoke is punished. Krad has a chance here, but he's not expecting to be so far out. Catwalk, and there's the second. It comes down to the last here, Alan. Only one survivor with the round win. It's a bit of a rough victory, though, for HEET. They'll have no cash to spare.
Yeah, I really question what Entropiq choose to do. They could force, knowing just how diresome the investment has to be, and it is. Orp in the hands of Elian, 2 Galils. They want to end this. They want to end this. They smell blood in the water. They may have lost the last round, but they know that he have nothing. They have nothing behind this buy. Afro, I guarantee you he didn't expect an Orp to be in play. And he has been fully punished. Down to 12 HP and almost entirely out of the round already. This is tense stuff in the latter stages.
Oh, he's got the tag of his own, though. He's brought it back on Alien. Mir wants to hunt. And the gate is open. And Mir has crossed the threshold. It's like a vampire. You leave that door open. You leave no one watching it. That's an invitation. He's in. Lucky on the other side, though, is waiting with steaks and garlic. So he'll be the hunter who will be the prey in this one.
Alright, bit of a fake in mid. That's just to pull pressure. It's going to be a heavy tunnels hit. NickelBack nades ready to go. And actually, look at Mir. He's actually snuck a long way through, holding
he's
the
trying to
angle.
get the
Flash
kill.
is good though. Djoko finds the frag, and now they're aware. Scout does damage.
The collat! 2 for the price of 1. He found both. Krad punishes at least, but that's devastating here from Afro. And now it's just the one. Forrester, no time, no chance, no opportunity. Heat find 11.
The series that can never end at the moment. And that was the force buy for Entropiq. Wounds to be licked. And ecos to be taken. Heat are going to make it up to 12. Okay. We got a game in our hands. There's one gun round in this. There is one gun round in this game right now. Of course. We've seen it enough times already. Be it ecos or not. These rounds are never clean. And Heat can't afford. They can't afford for another one to go wrong. This time it's towards long.
Yes, okay. That's another collab.
I was nervous.
That was another collab as well. Afro just got 2 in a row. Scout and A1S. Why not? Not even the gun you usually expect it from. But you were right to be nervous, Alan. There's just been an unreasonable number of these. He just panicked through his
What's
gun away.
happening? What's happening?
He panicked through his rifle. I think Heat know there've been too many ecos as well. He just got jump scared and just threw his gun. They're typing right now. I'm sure having a good laugh over that one.
Oh my lord.
You didn't know Counter-Strike was a horror game, did you?
It is now. It is with these teams.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Time to get it back on track. A lot hangs in the balance of this one. It's another full investment from Entropiq, but this is a building Heat defense. You've lost your chance to put this one away. You've lost your chance to make this easy. Now it's a slog. Now it's a battle. It's a battle where Catwalk's been left completely open and Mir is out. Okay, why not? Oh, sight. You're going to give me sight? I can have this sight? Okay, thank you. Mir is isolated, but are they going to realize he's already out? That's the real question. Forster gets a kill elsewhere, and Mir finds his prey. Stalking body that entire time. Where's the comms? Where's the comms? XSCs didn't realize. He lost a lot of health as a result. Now NickelBack in mid gets 1. Guess he'll be punished. XSCs actually gets a kill on Mir as well. So never mind, this is a round. Without that kill on Mir, I don't know if they even attempt this. But now it's looking good. It's all on Alien. He finds 1. They're both low. But Alien's got the shot. That's all they need. That's map point. That's series point here for Entropiq.
Money is up and down for Heat. 3 rifles out, make that forward. The FAMAS lucky though, consigned to only the Deagle. Not a whole lot better on the Entropiq side of things. This is still doable. This could still go overtime. Body says, I'm going to take matters into my own hand. I'm getting aggressive in front of this mid-molly. They want to crunch the tunnels. Djoko's ready to go as well. Lucky's flash soon to rain in. That's going to fully blind Krad. Mir also has to back out. Aggression on the cards and Heat in the advantage.
I like this, but it does mean 3 players are here, right? So if they can find the focus, if they realize how many bodies are here, I think they've only spotted Djoko to this point, so they're not quite reacting to it just yet. But actually, a lot depends on him, and the Molotov will force him out. He's burning. He's losing health, and he's going to be cleared. Alien sacrificing himself to Forcer's nade just to get that frag. I don't know if that was necessarily worth it. We're going to have to find out. Oh, he's got this mid presence. Actually, not bad positioning for Heat whatsoever, especially with Afro being the one back plat with the AWP. It's going to be a tough take for Entropiq, and they've only got 1 smoke for the cross. I don't know, Alan. Who you favoring here?
Who knows? Who knows? Afro swings. Nobody's there ready for the trade. So, I'll make an easy prediction now. Heat are going to take this further.
It does seem good for them. It does seem good. The positioning is just strong. The only thing that could upset the apple cart now is Mir. Mir gets this kill. Maybe it distracts Afro enough for them to get the bomb up, but there's no time. There's only 20 seconds, and now Body just has to not face. He just has to not fight it, and smoke comes in to give him comfort. It's over. Mir will try and save this rifle. Even that seems like it might be in question. Lucky looking and Lucky finding. Fortunate for Mir that was before the time expired. That is the last bit of consolation he can have in this round.
Alrighty. Alrighty, look at this money for Entropiq. It's going to be a near on full eco. It's all going to come down to the 30th. Surely. I mean, this is the problem with this series. You cast a normal game and this round is a done deal. We'd be talking absolute rubbish over this, but you have to actually focus in this game because this might as well be a gun round.
Yeah. Can't let the concentration slip for a moment. It is these kind of games where even the ecos are so deadly that you start exhausting as a player, right? The amount of mental focus that you need to sustain through this entire best of 3. And if they win this...
they need to play another.
Yeah. There's one more. Grueling day. It's going to be Afro who gets tested. That's honestly maybe the best gun to run into as these Glocks. If he misses, well, he won't. So that's not a question we need to answer. There was a chance to potentially overwhelm. Now, not so much. Body and Afro will pick them apart. They're so on point with this one. And this eco goes the way that all ecos should.
Order is restored. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
What about now, though? Now with the guns on the field, where will the balance find itself? Where will it rest? Economy's not brilliant for Entropiq. There will be nade limitations here. We've got a pause at a really unfortunate moment. An anticlimactic pause going on here. I'm assuming, based on what we're seeing, that this is not, in fact, from the players, but it is apparently a high ping type of situation. So hopefully that'll resolve itself quickly. Hopefully it's just a passing cloud casting aspersions on their Wi-Fi. I hope they're not playing on Wi-Fi.
Indeed. Indeed. I was having a quick check, actually, and this game started 10-2 for Entropiq with a lot of control.
Wow.
They slipped a little bit at the end of the first half, went 10-5, and then they won second pistol. So there's been 2, maybe 3 times in this game where this has looked over. This has looked absolutely unassailable, but it's gone the distance. 30 rounds, all required. And this is exactly what we wanted from this series.
It's wild. It's wild. Afro gets the opener. He's looking to find overtime here. Pressure on. Entropiq trying to pick up the pace. And, okay, they found the gap. They found a gap. And the gap leads into a bomb plant here on A. They need to smoke for this Molotov. That smoke may have gone too deep, actually. It does. It does not cover off the molly. And now tons of util sailing in, but Forrester in mid deals with Afro. XSC goes 1 for 1 on the platform. It's even situations. This one's going to come down to the wire. And they're going to plant this bomb. Body, if only he had a boost. Just a boost, all he needs, but he will find a kill. They were expecting a response now at disadvantage here for Entropiq. They need some heroics, but it's Forrester still alive, and he's been the man to deliver them. That smoke, he finds the first. He finds one. Krad on the site. Krad dancing with Lucky, who's feeling lucky now. It's all on to Body, and he can do no more. Entropiq are moving on into the finals. Entropiq are keeping their hopes of ESL Challenger Melbourne alive. He came so close to dragging that back. So close. A 3-on-3.
Not to mention, on Overpass, they were in the driver's seat a long way into that second half. What a series. That's got to be the best series so far in this qualifier. That was a